Well, good morning, BNI Swaukee. This is week 10 of the BNI Monday Morning Buzz, and I'd like to take this time to try and get the backstory out on BNI Online. Today is March 23rd. That is the target date for kicking off BNI Online. This platform has been in force, in existence in the continents and the countries where it is difficult to meet on a face-to-face basis, such as Africa and India and South Korea and in some parts of Canada. And it has been operating for an extended period of time, and it's done very well. It's done well because they started on this platform, and it's now become a part of their culture. Little different in the U.S. It's been discussed as a platform in the U.S. for 2, 3, 4 years into the past, as I recall. But now, with the COVID virus here, it's a different story. So in the U.S., back in September, October, the national directors and the executive directors got together with the global team, and they decided to put this down on paper and try to get it together as an option for U.S. So Christmas holiday, got together, fabricated this thing, took the information from the foreign countries, put it down on paper, and January the 1st, they were ready to roll this out as an alternative to the face-to-face meetings. Well, then along comes shelter in place, and the governor of Ohio and the governor of Kentucky, as well as BNI, being very specific about caring about the safety and the wellness of our leaders and our members. So they shoved it down the tube to the U.S. on March the 16th, which was last week, and said, get everybody trained. We're going to kick this off on March the 23rd. Okay, when they sent it down, in all fairness, they sent it down with Zoom, special contract for all of the regions. In addition to Zoom, it had a operating manual, it also had a PowerPoint, and it had an agenda specific to online as opposed to face-to-face. Well, I got to tell you, when that thing came down on March the 16th, I thought, ain't no possible way this is going to happen. But it seems to be a lot further along than I ever expected it. So if I wanted to know about this platform, I would have some questions. First thing I'd want is, what's the bad news? Well, the bad news obviously is that we can't meet face to face. How long is that going to be? I don't know. You don't know. I don't think anybody knows. We would hope it would be April the 15th. We would hope it would certainly not extend to May. I hear some people talking about November. Be that as it may, there will be no face-to-face meetings as long as the COVID-19 virus is amongst us. Not all chapters, another bad news, not all chapters are ready to go on March the 23rd. Some are close, some are there. But the thing that really concerns me, and this is bad news option number 3, we've got 3 chapters here who are refusing to go to BNI Online. Okay, now the good news, on the other hand, is when the COVID-19 is arrested and it's finally done, I guarantee you Swaukee will be at the head of the line getting back to the face-to-face meetings. I'm happy to say that we have 42 chapters who have their Zoom links. Actually, all 45 chapters have Zoom links, but 42 chapters are using them. We have 3 core groups, and the 3 core groups are using them as well. So it's okay to push back. If you're not ready this week, take a holiday on your Palms report and take another week. And if it's not ready there, take another holiday and go back until you get it. But don't not do it. It is something that will accelerate your business and keep you in the game for as long as we have to deal with this COVID-19. So Sunday, working on this yesterday, my email box at home kind of filled up. I got 7 emails from directors and members and core group members. I just pulled out 2 of them, and I just want to tell you what they're talking about. Some of the directors are talking about in Swaukee. Jeff, went through Zoom training. This is good stuff, and BNI is going above and beyond, in my opinion, to add value to their members. I appreciate BNI, what BNI has added to my communication and leadership tool belt over the years. Thank you, Eric. The next one I got was from a core group leader who's got a core group who was accelerated out of the interest phase into to the next phase with about 12 or so members. And he says, hey, I ran a virtual training with my new core group this past Wednesday. As a launch director, I was able to conduct the meeting using the PowerPoint sent to us as a backbone. This was the first time I have actually led a Zoom meeting myself. I have been participants many times. There has not yet been a structure developed for the core group, and that's true. We don't have one for the core groups. But it worked out wonderfully. The core group wanted to have the meeting anyway since we were not scheduled to meet for another 2 weeks, and they just officially moved from an interest group to core group 2 weeks ago. The online training we received has been invaluable. I am now using the training to conduct other virtual conference calls now, and I'm actually helping other people understand how to use it. Just like we have seen new members grow and learn to stand up and speak clearly as veterans, here is yet another personal development skill that BNI has made available. My core group actually loved this experience and is excited and looking forward to having visitors and guests to grow themselves into an actual chapter. Fumbling through it at the beginning for some was humorous, but by the end of the meeting, it was a great experience for all. So, BNI Online is the only business by referral platform that I know about that's still in operation, that still allows you to do business. It's not waiting for 4/15 or 5/15 or November or whatever the end of this thing is. Every other platform that I see is on hold. BNI Online is not on hold. So, here we are. So what it boils down to me is, let's see who the leaders are. Let's see who the entrepreneurs are. With online, why would you want to quit now? Why don't you keep doing what you're doing? There's no reason that we cannot continue to do business online. You see it on Facebook, you see it on Twitter, you see it on LinkedIn, you see it all over the internet. So we'll get through this thing. We got through 9/11, we got through the recession in 2008, floods, fires, hurricanes, everything that this country gets hit with, we always find a way to get through it, and we will find a way to get through this as well. If you make the decision to go forward, don't quit. It's not that hard. As old as I am, I'm an old filler paper and number 2 pencil guy, and I can get it. So if I can get it, you can get it. Don't quit, stay the course, and by the time we get through this and we get ramped up, we'll be back to face. Thanks for listening.